Hey guys, this is Patrick Freeman here in Chongqing, China. Today is February 4th. The time is now 12:41 p.m. and today marks the 12th video that I'm uploading that documents my experience here in Chongqing, China regarding the coronavirus. It does not mark it from when the coronavirus started, which was about 9 weeks ago. It really started, the video started about 12 days ago. So here I just share information with you about what's going on, the news that I'm getting over here, and also a little bit of cultural things so you can learn more about the Chinese people and, you know, maybe just endear them to you, that they're people just like you and I, and they're experiencing a very difficult tragedy and situation, and they are in desperate need of your prayers. And I will say that they're in desperate need of supplies. They need masks, they need protective eyewear, they need protective medical gear for the doctors and the nurses, so they can protect themselves as they are ministering to these individuals that are sick. So just, you know, if there's somebody out there that's listening to this, if you want to reach out to me, I'd be happy to coordinate some kind of airlift of something out here. So just a plea for help and just a continued plea for prayers. Today, I'm going to go over the numbers today, and I'm going to leave it at that. What I want to do is just kind of share with you kind of behind the scenes what's going on here at the house, and really basically inviting you to have a breakfast with us. We're going to eat some really good food. And actually today marks a very special day on the Chinese calendar. It's Li Chun, and I probably pronounced that incorrectly, Lichun. And it marks the day, the beginning of spring for the Chinese. So there's certain foods that they like to eat. Being that Toy Soy's parents are from northeast China, which is about probably a 4 or 5 hour flight from Chongqing. They're actually further up towards kind of North Korea. They're pretty close to it, and they're about an hour flight from northeast of Beijing. And I'll get the name and I'll put it down here, so if you want to reference it to see where they live, you can do that. So having said that, let's jump into the news, and then we will cut to our breakfast. Now, so far the total number of cases, and it's jumped from yesterday. It jumps by between 2,000 and 3,000 a day. So far, that's kind of been the trend. Right now, we're at about 20,629 cases. This is from worldometers.info. I will post that in the description below. Total deaths is 427. So that's gone up, I think yesterday it was like 380 something. So we've gone up roughly 40 to 50 deaths. Total recovered 658, which that's actually a number that's jumped up as well, more so than the deaths. And I think that's, at least from what I read, and I'm no doctor, and I definitely didn't stay in a Holiday Inn, but when you start to see a greater difference in total deaths and total recovered, more recovered, that's a good sign, and hopefully that'll continue. Hopefully it'll just be an exponential number on the total recovered, because that means that there's a possibility this thing is topping out, the number of deaths decreasing, and essentially meaning that they're getting this thing under control. I don't want to be too premature on that, but that's a good sign to see that number go up, because those numbers were actually fairly close, within 50 to 60, but now you're 100 plus. I read in the South China Post that, and I mentioned this yesterday in the video, that there was somebody that was actually cured within 48 hours, and apparently they were using a cocktail of different AIDS medication, that or HIV medicine, that supposedly allowed this to happen. So if that's true, then that's definitely good news. So, all right, I'm getting hungry, guys. Let's go have some breakfast.
中国的农历证明今天是春天。
The Chinese lunar calendar.
The Chinese lunar calendar? Okay.
准呢？标志着今天是春天来临的时候，叫立春。
So it says
Today is a sign that today is the arrival of spring, called Li Chun.
In North China, this is a meal that they eat, and I'm going to show you real quickly the different selections that they have, but it's really tasty. So give me a second, and I'll position the camera to take you on a food tour. Here we go. 这是什么？
酸菜。酸菜。
酸菜. So it looks juro. Okay, so it has pork. And it looks like a cabbage or kind of a salad. We've got green beans, Juro. So we've got pork. Pork was in that one too. This stuff is kind of like spam,
猪肉
which tastes like spam. Nothing to get excited over, but it's actually kind of tasty. Tudal. So this is potatoes.
土豆丝
Ji, pig. Juro pig. This is eggs and onions.
韭菜
Jiucai. And 这是什么？
豆芽和韭菜
Douyan.
豆芽和
So bean sprouts. We've got onions in there. Juro. Okay.
这羊汤
Yang tang. This is a
羊的下
it's a sheep meat, and it's kind of a stew. So
羊下
yeah, it's a sheep meat. So or
羊的
lamb.
内脏，
And it's real. All of it's really good. But they eat
猪肉
juro juga. So Guoguo is saying that this is pork, which is spam. But this is a meal that they up north China. This is where her parents live. They live up probably maybe an hour flight from Beijing, northeast of Beijing, and this is a food that they eat. And they also have
卷饼
these
I will make.
what I would call tortillas, and they taste. Sorry about this, guys. And they taste just like tortillas. So you put a combination of these
What do you mean?
2 or 3 things. All right, hold on. Let me video her.
等一下，我再给他做视频。
A little bit of the spam. Sure.
韭菜鸡蛋，
Okay.
土豆丝，
土豆丝
土豆
丝
酸菜，
酸菜
这得多少人馋出哈喇子？豆芽，
豆芽
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 ，yes，葱，
葱
好 OK。
哇，好满啊！美国他们不吃这个吗？
那只是我们中国北方的食物。
这样会犯法吗？
重庆都不吃。
OK，
你的
好吃吗
very good, very good.
Very good.
Yes,
果果喜欢这个
yes.
Yes. 多少你吃吗？
你吃多少？
Two.
你吃6个。
No.
I just told him to eat 6 of them. He said he can only eat two of them. And I don't know if you've noticed this, but there's a lot of smacking going on at the table, and talking about cultural differences. That is definitely a cultural difference to smack at the table, and it's not that they're being rude or haven't been taught the proper etiquette. It's that they believe smacking improves the taste of what they are eating. So, just a little quick fact for you there. So we're gonna enjoy this meal and do some more editing today. Get some more videos out. There you go. Look at that, huh? Closest to a breakfast burrito as you can get. And I will tell you that I do miss Torchy's tacos. If you've never heard of Torchy's tacos, then I believe that's borderline committing a sin. And it is truly one of the best taco places in the United States. It's kind of central U.S., so like in Austin, Houston, Texas area, and they're starting to spread out. But this is pretty close to Torchy's Tacos. Pretty close, without the hot sauce. And I miss the hot sauce. So if someone can just air flight some Torchy's Tacos hot sauce over, I would be a happy camper. I'd be indebted to you if you could do that for me. Taco Villa too. I miss the Taco Villa sauce. This stuff rocks. If we had some of that, I mean, I would become your indentured servant if you could get me those 2 things. So I'll get you my address later. Enjoy, guys. Well, I hope you enjoyed the food, and like I said, if someone from the United States can send me some Torchy's Tacos sauce or Taco Villa sauce, I will be your indentured servant. So actually, you know what I'd rather have is mask protective eyewear and protective medical gear so we can send that up to Wuhan. Somebody can orchestrate that. That would be awesome. Guys, thank you again for all the prayers, all the support, all the encouragement. Keep the expats in prayers, your prayers, because there's a lot of fear and uncertainty going on within that community. So just keep them in your prayers. We'll see you on the next video. Thanks again.